Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co-author of New Success Secrets, available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Leslie Martinich. Leslie is an author, speaker, and innovation expert. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Leslie Martinich. Leslie, welcome.
Good day, Mohammed Sadiq.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the time together. Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who are you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
I have had the opportunity to work for companies that were able to successfully deliver innovations and companies that were destroyed by innovations from other companies. 19 out of 20 product innovations fail, and I am inspired to help companies learn the lessons that they need to have in order to be more successful in delivering their innovations.
Leslie, 19 out of 20.
19 out of 20. That is from the research done by Clayton Christensen. 19 out of 20. I've seen it. I know that it's true. And I can help companies up their chances of being more successful with innovations.
Okay, so what are the top three reasons why they are failing?
I like to think about why people fail, but also why they succeed. So let me talk. You asked about why they fail. It's almost never a question of technology. We have the technology. We have the technological knowledge to be able to succeed at creating innovations. But the reasons why people fail are, one, a failure to understand the nature of the innovation market. Two, and this is the primary reason, the failure to successfully lead innovation efforts. And that is a learnable skill. People can learn to be better leaders on innovative projects. And third, failure to understand the nature of the marketplace during an innovative phase.
What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
The greatest failure story has to do with working for a company that was once in the top 25 software companies in the world. I'm a software engineer. I am an engineer. I've delivered innovations. But the failure was that company had been among the top 25 software companies in the world, but it was wedded to an older model of software. And as the environment changed, that company wasn't willing to make the adjustments because people in power already have their power based on the old model. And so we didn't make the adjustments, and ultimately company went out of business. And how did I recover from it? Well, obviously I had to go to new companies and then start helping people build successful innovations.
What are your top three success secrets that others can model from?
Let's see, others can model from. Well, one is to understand the nature of successful leadership. And successful leadership, when you're dealing with really talented geniuses, these are geniuses who are working on these seriously innovative products. If you're working with seriously talented geniuses, you need to understand how to engage them. A lot of times, seriously talented geniuses are also what we call prima donnas. And so leaders kind of want to set them off into the corner, or they don't want to hire them at all because they say, oh, we can't deal with this disruptive person. But in fact, these seriously genius people are the ones who can lead, and they are the main ones who can lead your product to success, but only if you know how to work with them. You can't push them off into a corner. You need to engage them and get their ideas for the product, ideas for the product development, ideas for the product delivery. You need to engage them, ask them questions, and involve them in the process, even though that might be awkward for you in the first place. So I can help people understand how to do that. I've done that.
What motivates you within?
This is easy. I hate waste. And I have seen engineers spend so much effort, working nights, working weekends, working long hours for months on end, only to have their products fail and the companies fail with them. And I hate that waste of time and effort. And their heart goes into it. They are hardworking, wonderful people. I hate for them to be so disappointed when their product fails. So I am really motivated to help their leaders understand how to make their products be successful.
Who is your company's motto?
The company's motto is, my company's named Competitive Focus, and our motto is focus your efforts where you have a competitive advantage.
Who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is any company that has between 20 and 5,000, 10,000 employees who needs to help deliver innovations.
How do you find your ideal client?
Mostly through word of mouth. People know my name in the tech industry, and they call me.
How do you engage your ideal client?
First, I have to find out what they need, what they care about, and what's going on in their environment internally, but also externally. What's going on in the tech ecosystem that will affect them. So I engage them with a discussion of that and how I can help them, and we go from there.
What are your well-defined services?
There are three things that I like to do. And one is I do public speaking. So I engage with people for conventions, conferences, offsites, and I'll give a talk there. Then I can do some training for their leaders, help their leaders be more successful. And third, I offer a program called Leadership Improv. It takes some of the secrets from improv comedy and helps people be better leaders. It follows this similar lines to Toastmasters, and it's a weekly effort to practice being a better leader. It works, and everybody has fun and laughs their heads off while we do it.
Why someone should buy from you?
Because I am a leader from the tech industry who has lived it, done it, been there. I've worked in the tech industry for many years and led organizations. I know what I'm talking about, and I can help you with yours.
How do you crush your competition?
How do I crush my competition? Well, primarily by the fact that I've been there and done that. It's a matter of deep knowledge. I know the industry.
How do you handle rejections?
When someone doesn't want my services, that's fine. I feel bad for their employees who probably suffer from bad leadership, but I've got other companies that do want my assistance.
How do you handle an angry client?
Part of the leadership skills are negotiation and understanding your audience. Understand your audience. What's going on with your audience? If a client is angry, and by the way, I don't recall this has ever happened. I don't recall I've ever had an angry client. But in general, when someone is angry, the thing to understand is what's going on with them. What do they really care about? What are they afraid of? What is the fear that's motivating them? And step back and think about that.
How do you deliver a 5-star client experience?
First, by finding out where their pain points are, what they really need, what they really want, what their employees need, and what they're trying to deliver. So understanding my client is the first important skill. And then working with them to define a plan that will actually achieve their objectives.
How do you convert your clients into brand ambassadors?
Primarily through results. If they get the results they want, and I have so many times when my clients are saying things like, "Oh, I've experienced this exact thing, and I wish everybody could see what you're explaining and hear that." And so they say that to me, and then they say that to others.
We are about to move into lightning round. That means quick question and quick answer. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
What are you grateful for today?
Oh, I'm so grateful for my health, my family, and I'm grateful for having had the privilege of having had a wonderful career in technology.
How do you start your day?
I start my day by listening to and reading the news, understanding what's going on in the world, because I look at global pictures. I am a big picture thinker. So I start my day with the news.
How young are you?
I like to give my age in hexadecimal. I'm 72.
Leslie, you're not 72, you're 18 years old. The rest is all experience.
All experience. Yes, I've had a lot of great experience.
What you want to do when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be sure that I can celebrate the successes with my children and my grandchildren and my husband and know that I've made a difference in the world.
What is your plan to achieve your goal?
Keep working with companies that need help with innovation management.
How will you feel in case you don't achieve your goal?
In so many ways, I've already achieved my goal, but how I would feel if I don't, if I feel like I haven't been able to make a difference, is I would be disappointed and sad for the poor workers who have to deal with management leadership that just really doesn't know how to do their job. And you know what? That's easy to understand. These leaders were trained as engineers, as technologists, as scientists, but they weren't trained as leaders. And so it's sad when they cause pain for others. And so what I try to do is help them be successful, and then their teams are happy too. So if I don't achieve my goal, I am sad.
How do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
Life has thrown me many challenges, and typically I like to overcome those challenges by understanding what happened, learning lessons, studying it, and really, when you're in a company that fails because it didn't get the big picture of innovation, you understand you got to learn how this works. So I always like to learn how it works and then be able to address those same challenges when they occur in the future.
What is the advice you will give to younger yourself?
My younger self. Read more novels.
Once we have a revenue generating idea, how do you convince your significant other?
I use the techniques that I've learned with negotiation. So there's a couple quick techniques that are really important. Anybody can use them for negotiating with a client or negotiating with their spouse or negotiating with anybody. The first one is to reference a time, some history that you have together. So if I'm dealing with my spouse, I can say to him, honey, we've been married for almost 50 years. We've raised 3 children, and we want to have a successful outcome for this so that we can continue the life we've built. So you reference that. It takes 10 seconds. It's free. You just reference your history. And the second thing you do is you figure out where that other person's interests are, what they care about, what do they really care about. And this is such a creative opportunity. You find where what they care about and what you care about, and you see where the overlap is. You find where the common ground is, and then you present your ideas in terms of something that the other person cares about. So if I'm dealing with my boss, I might say, in order for the company to meet its revenue goals by the end of this quarter, I believe we need to do X, Y, and Z. So I'm starting with the revenue goals that my boss cares about, and then I position the things there. Is that understandable? Do you get that?
Yeah, no, this is good, very good, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your living mentor and what's the impact?
Living mentor. I have to pass on this one.
Okay. Why being impactful is important to you?
Like I said before, I don't like waste, and I hate it when people's careers are wasted. I hate it when people suffer. And so I know that technology employees suffer when their work is tossed out, when their work is for naught, when they don't see their products delivered. So it's important to me to help their leaders learn how to get the products out the door
What do
so
you
that
want
there's
to be,
no
what
suffering.
what do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for helping people. I help people all the time, and I want people to say she made a difference. She made a difference helping us learn how to be better leaders.
How can we support you?
You can call me up. You can check my website, competitivefocus.com, and you can bring me in to help you be more successful at innovative products. And I can deliver keynotes, I can deliver training, and I can deliver workshops that will help your employees, your leaders become better at what they are supposed to be doing.
We are about to wrap up. I'd like to have a few words about your today's guest experience on the show. Here is my question. What would you say about your today's guest experience on the show?
It's lots of fun. I really enjoyed it.
What would you say as a final word?
You know, today's a scary day with peace threatened in Ukraine, and I want people to be thoughtful about big picture things.
Thank you so much, Leslie, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, all good wishes.
Good wishes to you and peace, my